well met.
Do you wish to trade?
Always a pleasure.
How much for your teeth? Master's watching. Always watching.
Let us exchange words. Spend your time wisely.
Walk your own path. Power is to be wielded, not feared.
Yes, can I help you? The Mencius must not be allowed to return. There remains much to do. These Shadow Guard dogs will not deter us. The Shadow Guard.
Karesh was always harsh and unforgiving. Using our Rishi ribbons, the oracles turned the merciless waste into a garden.
Rishi ribbons?
Relics from old Karesh that were used by the rabble, as dangerous as they are powerful.
So powerful that I betrayed the All-Devouring. I thought the ribbons would deliver me from his service.
You were here before. Is this all you're doing?
I was merely the harbinger to Dimensius. I did not destroy this world.
Dimensius must be stopped.
If it isn't my favorite mortal.
Zaladith. This place brings back memories. Some good, some less, but it matters what you do with them. I thought Alyria would have tried to kill me by now, yet here she is. Perhaps her blind faith in her mentor Locus Walker is stronger than I thought.
We're in this together.
We do what we must. My past does not define me. The Trust sent scouts to observe the Shadow Guard's Mana Forge. Come along, champion.
Speak your mind. We have worked too long to fight now.
Do you wish to trade? The Trust will save us. Do you have business to conduct? We will speak again, if necessary. Do watch your back.
Yes? Can I help you?
Shall we discuss terms? We are done here.
For you, I offer only the finest. May I tempt you with my wares? Everything is negotiable. All goods and services for sale. Everything is negotiable. May I tempt you with my wares? For you, I offer only the finest. All goods and services for sale. Everything is negotiable. Wealth can solve any problem. Your patronage is quite appreciated. The trust will save us. It is good to see our ethereal kin again. May you succeed in your endeavors. Your patronage is quite appreciated. We have toiled endlessly for this day. It is good to see our ethereal kin again. A deal is just another kind of oath.
An eye for trouble. If we were to consider the silver lining here, it is that we now know our concoction works. Just not on whom we wished. I do not suppose you have it in you to defeat this empowered version of the creature? It is only our reputations and the future of Tazavj at stake. Another chance to prove you truly are as mighty as they say. Defeat Bakashroth the empowered and save Tazavj.
May you succeed in your endeavors. At last, we return to Karesh. The trust will save us.
On a technicality. It's time. I cannot tell you what to expect, Deiaji. I only hope this is the last day I must keep such a dreadful oath. Xynel shakes his head. Let us hurry. Port Authority Zorao has already begun questioning Coordinator Xythir. Confront Coordinator Xythir in Tazavj.
Always a pleasure. Wealth can solve any problem. We have toiled endlessly for this day. wish to trade?
Thank you, Deiaji. Thank you for everything. Xynel appears exhausted. His figure is slouched. Now we do the work to set the business on track again. But perhaps after a bit of rest. I can rest. The coordinator, he won't be able to find me. A unique brightness comes over Xynel.
May you succeed in your endeavors. A deal is just another kind of oath.
All is not lost. This will blow over in time, and I now know the drink can work. I will get it right next time, and we will have a tool in our arsenal in case another well-intentioned group like the rabble rises again to rain destruction down upon us. I might need to lay low for a bit, but you, Deiaji, you are a hero. And heroes deserve rewards. Let me see here.
It is good to see our ethereal kin again. We have toiled endlessly for this day.
O Amphenid. A long time ago, back when we all lived on Kairish, I promised my sister I'd come home. Since the devouring, I've counted every day that I failed that oath. I was thrilled when the Cardinals agreed to return. Tazavsh never really felt like home. But now, this is worse than I imagined. It's hard to believe anything can survive in these wastes.
Always a pleasure.
Bridge to nowhere. Are you heading to the dunes? I'm looking for my sister, Shaheda. I don't know if she's alive, but I have to find her. The only place I can think to start the search is our village. Kairish is nothing like I remember. I need landmarks, anything I can recognize to navigate by. Take this Echo Surveyor. It will reveal traces of the past, hopefully enough for me to orient us. Use the Echo Surveyor to help Amphenid find his way.
Your patronage is quite appreciated.
Clearing the dunes. The deserts here were never safe, but there was still beauty, birdsong, herds of animals, and the desert would bloom from horizon to horizon after a storm. Now it's a wasteland. I barely took 2 steps off the docks before being chased by some monster. I need to get out there. If you could call the worst of those creatures, I'd feel much safer. Slay 8 dune creatures.
The trust will save us.
May I tempt you with my wares?
attention.
OM Taha. I've never seen anything like this. These wastelanders, they aren't just survivors. They're predators. In captivity, I heard their leader's sermons. Zaladith came to them before the devouring. She taught them to steal the Rishii from the land, the beasts, even their own kin. They think she saved them. They've been waiting to serve her again, and I gave them the tools to do it. OM Taha. It's an echo machine. It was only meant to detect and project the essence of long-dead flora so we could study extinct species. Now, after the modifications we made, it's a weapon. If they overload it with energy, the backlash will propagate to all of our installations across K-Arish. The ecodomes will fail. Everything will die. And it's my fault. Please, Deiaji, this is still home. There's so much beauty under the scars. We can't lose it again.
We have waited too long to fail.
Stranger
now.
on the steps. Please. We have to stop the Nocroans. 3 of us were sent by Cartel OM to install a research machine. It was only meant to help study extinct plants. At first, the wastelanders were polite, even curious until we tried to leave. They forced us to modify the machine. OM Musa refused and they killed him. OM Ballad and I obeyed. We should have refused as well. Once we finished, the wastelanders let their guards down. OM Ballad said to run, so I did. He was right behind me. Please find him. Find OM Ballad.
There remains much to do. So this is what has become of Koresh.
I heard him fall. I should have stopped for him. Instead, I kept running. We have to make this right. We turned the machine into a weapon for the wastelanders. It won't help rejuvenate the land, it will kill everything.
We have waited too long to fail now.
A new devouring. This isn't a temple anymore, it's an abattoir. They tear souls from captives to power their rituals. Right now, they're pouring stolen energy into our machine. I think I know why. With the modifications we made, overloading the device with arcane energy will create a massive feedback loop. It'll disrupt our technomancy across K-Arish. The ecodomes will fail. Tazavsh will be defenseless. We'll be just another feast for the Nocroans. If you can disrupt their rituals, it will buy us time. Disrupt the Nocroan rituals.
Spend your time wisely.
Only hunger remains. They think Zaladith has returned for them, that their worship will be rewarded. They'll consume everything to prove their devotion to her. We came here for peace, to rebuild our shattered home. We have to protect the future, Deiaji. It's all we have left. These wastelanders are massing to raid the ecodomes. If they manage to bring down the shields, they'll pick them clean. Don't give them that chance. Slay Nocroan wastelanders.
These Shadow God dogs will not deter us.
OM Taha. Look at what they've done. No, what we let them do. They would never have been able to corrupt the Echo Machine without our aid. I will put this right. For my friends, for K. Arish.
The Messias must not be allowed to return. There remains much to do. Spend your time wisely. We have worked too long to fail now.
A once proud priest. Their leader conducts the last ritual site. Isom the Unraveler. I saw him live up to that name. If he uses our Echo Machine against us, he and his followers will tear through everything. We'll all be offerings to their absent god. Slay him and end his ritual. We can't allow a second devouring. Slay Isom the Unraveler.
The Messias must not be allowed to return. You have my attention.
No. He's dead. Why hasn't it stopped? It's only growing stronger.
The Shadow God thoughts will not deter.
Life for life. We're too late. The ritual is self-sustaining. It'll draw in more power until it overloads the machine. Taz Aish, the Echo Dome's nothing will be safe if the failure cascades. If we remove the infusers, the energy should dissipate before it can cause any harm. It's too powerful though. It will tear you apart if you try to get close, and I'm not strong enough to do it alone. Unbind me. I'll wrap you in my energy. That should be enough to let you get close to the machine. Stop the machine.
There remains much to do.
Are you alright? I tried to protect you from the blast. OM Taha flickers in and out of sight. Sorry. That took a lot. I just need a moment.
A deal is just another kind of oath. May you succeed in your endeavors.
Thank you, Deiaji. I think I have my bearings now. You see how much life used to be here? It's hard to imagine Shaheda surviving here for so long. No. We'll find her. We have to.
Your patronage is quite appreciated. It is good to see our ethereal kin again.
Signs in the sands. Things are starting to feel familiar. I think I know the way back to my village. I should tell you. I'm not just looking for my sister. Our mother died when I was studying in the cities. Shaheda buried her under her favorite tree, but I wasn't there. I swore I would come home to conduct the funeral rites, but I didn't make it in time. I have left my oath unfulfilled for far too long. I owe it to Mother to at least try now. Come, let's search the village. Follow O.M. Fened to his village.
The trust will save us. At last, we return to Karesh.
Make this quick.
Shaheda. I've been tracking those Sufa'ati since they raided my camp. That was the first opening I had. Shaheda keeps a firm grip on her weapon. Forgive me if I keep my distance. Strangers and coincidences are often deadly in the wastes. What are you doing here?
Vengeance for Karesh.
Do you wish to trade?
O.M. Fennet. I almost didn't recognize her, but I'd know my sister's voice anywhere.
Always a pleasure.
I don't know what I expected. She's right. I did break my oath, and now the village is gone. She's still here, though. If she has anything that belonged to our mother, then there's still a chance the surveyor can trace it to the grave.
It's good to see our ethereal kid again.
Ilmet in starlight. I used to practice what I would say when I saw my brother again. Then I stopped believing I would. He's been away all this time, and now he comes to ask for heirlooms? I dug our mother's grave beside her favorite tree. Alone. He should have come back then. I don't have time to help him ease his conscience now. If you two are so set on talking, at least have the sense not to do it in the open. Come to my camp, we'll speak there. Meet Shaheda at her camp.
Send my regards to the revel.
May I tempt you with my words?
Swap meet. The mysterious mineral thrums in your hand. Someone in Tazavsh will find a use for this. Look around the veiled market for an interested party. Bring your discovery to OMIs in Tazavsh.
I am listening. For now.
I hadn't expected to see Fennet again. He's a bit late to help with Mother's funeral rites. The tree is gone along with the grave, and now he comes to ask for favors.
We pillage, we scavenge, we survive.
Shaheda. What did Fennet expect? a prodigal son's welcome with wine and figs. He's been away a long time. Things change.
Beware the sands and shadows.
Toil and trespass. Fenid picked a poor time to ask for my help. I'm leaving as soon as I recover my supplies from the Sufa'ati. I was passing through when they attacked, and they could have killed me if Ruya hadn't carried me off. I followed them back to Sufa'at, but there are too many for me to deal with. If you help me recover my supplies, I'll see what I can do to help Fenid. Recover Shahada's stolen supplies.
I will honor my oath.
A friendly warning. Before the devouring, the Sufa'ati were priests. There were customs of courtesy and charity. Those were erased with the rest of K'Arish. If the Wastelanders think I won't retaliate, they'll never stop targeting me. I think you understand the value of a show of force. Kill their leaders, let it be a warning for the others. Slay Soulbinder Sabil and Duelist Zain.
We pillage, we scavenge, we survive.
Wealth can solve any problem.
OM Fenid. It's hard to imagine that she's been living like this.
Just so.
The trust will save us.
Keep your weapons ready.
Hopefully that will be enough to scare them off at least for a while.
Send my regards to
Hopefully
the
they haven't used everything up.
Beware the sands and shadows.
Is this all you found? They didn't waste any time using up my supplies. Still, it's something.
Vengeance will crash.
We are our words. I had a necklace that our mother beaded. The Sufayati took it when they robbed me. Things from old Kairish are rare. If the Sufayati haven't traded it, it'll be with their other valuables. I was planning to leave it behind. Sentimentality isn't worth risking your life, but you kept your word, which is more than I can say for my brother. Help me recover the necklace and it's yours. Help Shahe to recover her mother's necklace.
I will honor my oath. You seem like you've seen a battle or two.
What happened? Where's Fennet?
We pillaged. We scavenged.
It's all gone.
We survived.
Months of supplies up in flames. If Fennet isn't dead already, he will be soon. The Sufa'ati won't be forgiving, especially after what we've done.
Beware the sands and shadows.
By oath and blood. After the devouring, I didn't think I'd see Fennec again. At first, it was easier to stay angry at him for leaving than to grieve. Then it was easier to forget, to only focus on surviving the next day. Seeing him again brought everything back. Oathbreaker. He had forsaken his oath to come home, but family is the first oath we're born to. What would it make me if I abandoned him now? He's my brother by oath and by blood. I won't leave him to the Sufa'ati. Rescue OM Fennec.
Vengeance for Koresh.
At last, we return to Koresh.
OM Fennec. Was that you I saw riding the barge down into the crowd of wastelanders? You know I'll expect you to help pay for that.
May you succeed in your endeavors.
I almost didn't expect her to come for me, especially not like that. Even so, the surveyors damaged and Shaheda's supplies went up in flames. Maybe I shouldn't have come home.
Your patronage is quite appreciated.
Of bonds and bows. All that time in Tazavsh, all I could think about was coming home. Now it's only brought more grief. Even if the surveyor wasn't damaged, I still have nothing to trace back to our mother's grave. O.M. Fennet glances around the cave. See these markings? This was a shrine to the exchange. I guess it's a fitting place to finally say goodbye. Would you be willing to help one last time? Nothing dangerous, just light some incense. Help O.M. Fennet and Shaheda honor their mother.
Always a pleasure. We have toiled endlessly for this day.
O.M. Fennet. It took me far too long to come back. Hopefully I can start making up for that.
The trust will save us.
After all this time, I thought it would feel different when we honored the oath. Maybe now's the time to stop thinking on the past. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Let us exchange words.
Your patronage is quite appreciated. Let's go! To see our ethereal king.
Dryridge. This eco-dome is a false promise of hope. Kairish will never recover. Look to the sky. If that's even what you can call it. Behold our shattered planet. Dryridge. I have walked on these floating chunks of our once great world for tens of thousands of years. I have done my time here, and Kairish's time will soon be over. I'm getting out of here before the rest of this withered rock is taken over by the void. Dryridge. Have you seen what's out there? I'm good with technology and plants. Not void monsters. Chipping the void. Greetings. I am Dryridge. I think you could help with a project of mine. The nearby expanse of purple-hued crystal is ripe with potential. The void-infused glass could have many uses, from being a spell reagent to being melted down for crafts. I can't get near it myself, but someone like you will have no trouble at all. Bring me back some samples of the void glass so I can assess their worth to future buyers. Collect 6 void glass samples from the clefts of unreality.
exactly.
I am preparing to move off-world before what's left of Kayarish crumbles away. There are many potential uses, and therefore potential markets, for this newly created void glass. Potential equals profit, and profit means I can make a new life on a less volatile world. Well, let me see what you procured. Of motes and husks. Regrettably, the void glass was too unstable. However, I have another idea. I believe I can stabilize the glass, but only at the moment of its creation. First, I need motes from the WYRMS outside the Ecodome to power my device. While you're out there, hunt down some of those crawlusks as well. Their husks can be ground down to make a pleasing beverage for which the folk in Shatrath will pay the highest of prices. Collect 4 Dune WYRM essences and 6 Krolusk shells. Slateback Alpha. The Slateback Alpha eyes you as you approach. Deiaji. I have been off-world numerous times. Why do I even come back here? My pact with Geth is a noose around my neck. Anything can be turned into profit, if you have the right market. It's all about knowing your buyers and finding that which they most desire. I still think the void glass will be the most lucrative for me, but it needs to be able to hold together more solidly. Ah, you return with motes and husks for me. Shards of hope. I still believe void-infused glass is my ticket out of here. The problem lies in the creation process itself. The motes you brought me can help stabilize the glass with the help of void energy. Lucky for us, there are numerous void surges on the edges of the glass crevice. I have charged a device with the motes. All you need to do is channel void energy through it. Stand where a surge is about to happen and then collect the glass that's formed. Easy. Oh, it might tingle a bit. Collect 20 void shards.
Do you wish to trade?
Get. Dryridge has never appreciated all the hard work we do here in the ecodomes. Geth. Dryridge swore an oath to work toward the betterment of Kairish. He doesn't get to just walk away from that. He will be branded an oath breaker and will be shunned by our people. It won't matter where he goes, he will always carry this betrayal with him.
May you succeed in your endeavors.
There are many potential uses, and therefore potential markets, for newly created void glass. If we can get this right, I should be set up comfortably in a new home by week's end. If you hold the device while standing in the void surges, the energy from the motes should help create more stable fragments. Well, let me see what you procured. Packets of promises. I will not wait a moment longer. I have arranged for transport outside of the dome, and it will be arrived. Packets of promises. I will not wait a moment longer. I have arranged for transport outside of the dome, and it will be arriving soon. Will you meet me outside? I have one last thing I would ask of you. Talk to Dryridge. Dryridge. Geth is welcome to waste his time here, but I will labor on this shredded planet no longer. Dryridge. I have wasted enough time on this void-blasted world. I would ask of you one last thing, Deiaji. Take this satchel to Geth. I was going to give it to him myself, but our words got between us and I let my anger take over. I know that he thinks I am abandoning him and breaking our oath, but with this, I declare that the terms between us have been met.
A deal is just another kind of oath.
Dryridge is a fool. He's likely to burn through his wrappings with his hot-headedness. He'll be back.
Always a pleasure.
Well, is he ready to apologize and get back to work? You hand him the satchel of seeds. What's this, now?
May you succeed in your endeavors.
O.M. Talid. Locust Walker sent word ahead that you might be showing up here. Between his word and yours, I will trust that the Wastelanders are not here for plunder.
I swore an oath to restore my world.
The Inari. Ah, you are here. Good. There is work to be done.
Our work has just begun.
The Mencius must not be allowed to return.
The Mencius must not be allowed to return.
Until our next transaction.
The trust will restore our world.
I have much to teach you.
A common cause. Deiaji. I heard you were here on Kairish. Good. I need help. My apprentice Leona has been researching novel means of harnessing the power of the void. She's approached a demon hunter named Idris to see if the Illidari's methods could offer any insights. To be honest, I'm not sure I trust Idris. He's not studious. Unlike Leona. Leona was just going to observe him as he sought to master the void. But she's disappeared. Please find her. Talk with Idris, he knows something. Speak to Idris.
The light is not the only path.
Thank you for browsing.
Dark Hearthrose Limb. How do you do, traveler? Welcome to Shandara such as it is. We don't have any beds, but I can offer you my wagon to rest in for a short time. I also have a small amount of food and drink for sale.
Thank you for browsing.
Until our paths cross again.